My name is Milin Savle. I'm a student of Wellinger Institute. Basically, I'm doing project on rural issues. It includes much more. Basically, this video is regarding donating clothes, giving shoes, and many much more. This video is self-explanatory. Please watch.
किधर था रे तू?
I initiated this organization called ISR-Goonj in 1998. We work on a very basic issue of clothing. That is something like out of 3 basic needs where you say food, cloth and shelter, we target the clothing part. We raise a lot of awareness and talk to people about the concept, organize number of collection drives and awareness camps and all. And as a result, we get a lot of material on a regular basis. Then the entire material comes to this store, and these ladies actually segregate it. Every single thing is sorted out in a different manner. Anything which is not usable, if it is repairable, we'll repair it, then it will be utilized. But even there is a cloth which we cannot use for anything, which we convert into different products. In pieces and providing it to people after properly washing and all that thing. And it becomes a good sanitary napkin for them. And the solution is an old cloth lying in your cupboard. This is what I always repeat, lying in your cupboard. You go back to your place, you open your almirah, you will at least find 20 cloths which you haven't used for the last 3 years, 2 years, 1 year. You don't need it, but you're holding it. The rope like this, and once you utilize this particular material, which is the last inch of wastage actually, and you weave it in this loop and make a product like this. This is basically, the waste sheets which we collect. This is like A4 sheets, which is a massive wastage in corporates and photocopy shops, schools, everywhere you waste these sheets. What we say that why can't we use the other side of it? Every 25 sheets, if you waste a notebook. anything and everything under the sun which is an urban wastage can be reutilized, reused. It might be computers, it might be furniture, it might be school material, utensils, footwear, but the primary issue has been the clothing issue. When you talk about clothing per se, either you talk about cloth bank, which a few cities have, or you literally wait for a disaster to happen, then you take out clothing. So our basic issue was that half the country in any case does not need a disaster, but they need clothing. For every single person who does not have enough to cover himself or herself, winters are much bigger, regular disasters. You can survive without food maybe for a day, but what about the basics? We travel across the country and you see, we raised an issue that, every woman in this world needs a piece of cloth for 5 days. Have we ever thought about the women who do not have enough to cover themselves? From where do they bring that piece of cloth every month? We went to a couple of villages where you find so many holes in the hut. These people actually dig a hole in the night and put their children to sleep there because they have nothing to cover them. And then they cover them with the dry grass. So in that scenario, how and from where the women will bring that piece of cloth? There are cases when you have 2 to 3 women in the family. They have different cycles and they share the same piece of cloth. You have cases where a woman used a piece of blouse which had a hook and she died of tetanus. You go to another tribe and you talk to women and the women will say that they don't use anything. I mean, it is really shocking that 5 days with so much of, thing, you have nothing to use and you just roam around. And what a simple solution.